If you ever find yourself alone on a ghost ship stranded at sea, what should you do? This man had packed his things and set out to sea, but as soon as he ventured into the open waters, a thick fog enveloped him. His expression grew serious. He'd never encountered anything like this before. He quickly turned off the engine, planning to wait for the fog to lift. But then, something struck his small boat. Startled, he stood up and cautiously scanned the surroundings. After a while, he saw nothing unusual. Just as he began to wonder what had happened, he noticed something looming ahead. Squinting, he realized it was a massive ship. Curiosity overtook him. What was a ship doing in such a remote part of the ocean? He circled the vessel but detected no signs of life. He called out, but there was no response. Could this be a ghost ship? Unable to resist, he tied his small boat to the ship and climbed aboard to investigate. As soon as he stepped onto the deck, he heard strange noises coming from inside. Too nervous to venture in alone, he knocked on the hull, hoping someone would emerge, but no one came. Just as he considered leaving, the noises grew louder, piquing his curiosity. He decided to explore the interior. As soon as he stepped inside, the noises stopped. The ship was fully furnished, as if someone lived there, but he found no one. During his search, he discovered a radio. He adjusted the frequency and tried to call for help, but there was no signal. Defeated, he decided to leave. But when he returned to the deck, he was horrified to find his small boat gone. Panicking, he grabbed a telescope from the cabin and scanned the horizon, but all he saw was fog. Despair set in as he realized he was stranded. Hours later, the fog began to clear. He used the telescope again, but his boat was nowhere to be seen. With no other options, he tried to start the ship's engine. Despite his efforts, it wouldn't budge. Drawing on his years of sailing experience, he consulted a map, identified his location, and attempted to use the sails to catch the wind. For a while, the ship moved steadily, but soon the wind died down, leaving him stranded again. Realizing he couldn't rely on nature, he decided to fix the engine. To his surprise, after a few strikes with an axe, the engine roared to life. Overjoyed, he took the captain's seat and set a course for home. But as he sailed, nature had more challenges in store. A sudden gust of wind nearly knocked him overboard when the sails swung violently. He barely managed to grab the railing and pull himself back to safety. Shaken, he decided to use the ship's restroom instead of relieving himself overboard. However, as soon as he entered, the door slammed shut behind him. At first, he thought it was due to the ship's movement, but when he tried to leave, he realized the door was stuck. He tried using a coin to unscrew the lock, but it was too thick. Desperate, he searched for tools in a nearby cabinet. But when he opened it, he froze in terror at what he found inside.